Hey everybody, welcome to my channel and welcome to the ultimate Google versus Pinterest showdown. So if you didn't know, over on YouTube Shorts and TikTok, I've been doing this series where I compare inspiration from Google and Pinterest. So I've been making all of these different rooms like kitchens, living rooms, bedrooms, bathrooms, using the very first picture that shows up on Google and on Pinterest to compare them and see which one looks better in The Sims. And now that I've been doing that for a while, I have built up quite a collection of rooms. So I wanted to do the ultimate Google versus Pinterest showdown and create an entire house out of the rooms that I made in these shorts. So I'll be making two houses in this video, one Google one and one Pinterest one, to see which one is better. And as always, we're starting with Google. So these are all the rooms I've built for Google. We have bedrooms, kitchens, dining rooms, living rooms, and all sorts of things. So now my task is to make this one coherent house. And to do that, obviously, we're going to ask Google for some inspiration. So I'm going to type house into Google and see what it comes up with. So this is the first image that shows up when you search house on Google. So obviously I cannot get this exact image because we're working with pre-built rooms, but I'm using this as inspiration when I'm decorating. So we have one room that's 2 stories tall. So this is our Google Kids room. And upon popular request, I have added the Get Famous rainbow to it. But this one has a second floor with a little playhouse. So it needs to be at the front because that's the only place a second floor goes. So now how to connect all of this? Obviously, I'm gonna have to add additional hallways because I never really built those. And we also have one porch that I might want to be in the back of the house. So what if we place our rather large living room over here? That kind of works for the shape of the house. And then our dining room can go there and we can make this a little extra porch. So now these are our rooms left. Oh, that kind of fits perfectly. So what if we put the kitchen over here? So now we have 3 rooms left and hopefully more than 1 bathroom would be great. I don't want this to be like a ridiculous hallway. It's already starting to look like a ridiculous hallway. And what if we want the dining room to be connected to the kitchen? Starting to look weird again. So if we ignore that this is in fact a ridiculously long hallway, this could maybe work. We can even have like a little ensuite. Oh my god, I forgot the study. That's fine though. A study can easily connect to a living room. Why did the study have to have such a weird door? Does it bother me that this hallway is ridiculous? Yes, it does. This is probably the weirdest house I've ever made. Like, what is this? Kind of need this to be a second floor actually, like this part. We can move a few bedrooms upstairs. Make a little less ridiculous of a hallway. Okay, I hate it much less now. And then we can definitely just add another bathroom. All right, I think that works. I'll try to keep the windows intact as much as possible, but I might be adding a few here and there. All right, let's do roofing. Roofing this might be a nightmare. At least this one is pretty straightforward. This is currently looking like a mess, but I'm trying to fix it. That's a porch, because now that one door looks way less random. This is looking a little boring and I can't add any rooms, but I can add a porch probably, or something of the sorts. Like if I just add a little teeny tiny porch over there, this house looks way less boring. Example 3000 of why roofing in The Sims 4 is a nightmare. Oh no, that made it way worse. I don't know, is it fun and quirky or is it just weird? I think I could live with that. Okay, that might be the roof. Like, sure, it's not my best work, but for a house that's as incoherent as this one, it's not bad. Look, a roof trim is gonna fix everything. Doesn't that look so much better already? Ooh, that looks like something at least. And then a white brick. So white brick on every part of the house except some of the roof pieces. Those can have siding. And then we just need like doors and windows and we're pretty much set. Okay, I did some landscaping and I'm just gonna say, for having pre-built rooms, I don't think this is a bad attempt at recreating that Google house at all. Like obviously I couldn't recreate everything and it still needs a little bit of details here and there, but overall I think this is pretty good. So now we have the garden left, so I'll pull up an inspiration picture for that as well. So I looked up backyard specifically because that's what this is. It's kind of a small picture, but this is what it is. Looks really pretty. Kind of hard to recreate. Let's try anyway. So I think a platform possibly. And then the rest of the garden is just gonna need to be trees, flowers, all that sort of stuff. This might not look great. Or it might look amazing. I don't know. I think maybe this type of wood It definitely looks like it's supposed to be outside, and it's a similar color. All right, flower patch. We shouldn't forget to add trees. There's a lot of trees around this lot. It's always hard to make this look coherent, but not too uniform. Like it might just be growing there naturally, but also not too messy. It's a difficult balance to strike. Gonna look a little wild, but I think once we have everything in place, it's gonna look good. Okay, I think that's really pretty. So then we have our little seating corner. I think these are probably perfect for that. That looks pretty. And then obviously this chair in the corner, and then potted plants, which is great because we already have a bunch of those on our porch. So then that's another little tie-in we have as well. That's a really cool backyard. I might just want to add like a little bit more over here as well. Maybe use the couch as one of the seats. That technically doesn't work, but it will look cool. That might be my favorite backyard I've ever made. It's really, really cool. So you can walk all the way around here, go on this little path, sit down in this little lounge area, walk all the way over here, and then there's a table as well. So now we have 2 hallways left to furnish, and then the Google house is done. So first we're going to look up entryway on Google, and this is the image we got, and I think this will fit the house perfectly. And obviously the layout is going to be slightly different. So let's find a stair that will work first. This is probably our closest match, and then a black metal railing. And I think I'll place the little accent table over here because there's a little bit more space here. All right, there's our little accent table display. And since this is pretty empty at the moment, I'm just going to place the paintings that I see on the wall over here. I think I'm just going to place 2 of these and then finish up with a ceiling light. Okay, so I love the style. I think it matches the house. It's pretty empty, but that's just because I couldn't really see much in the picture. Let's go upstairs. All right, so for this one, I'm gonna look up hallway and hopefully we'll get something useful. Oh no. Oh, that's not good. This is exactly the thing you have nightmares about. All right, so this is our hallway. Love that for us. I guess let's go. Okay, this one is the other way around, but it also has like the stripe down the middle. So I think I'll go for this one. And then we have carpet, my favorite type of floor. I guess I can make the doors brown. Oh no, this is sad looking. All right, that's our upstairs hallway. That's by far the worst room. I think we got lucky on the other rooms comparing it to this. But that also means our Google house is finished. So that is what it looks like. We have a bunch of porches to fix all of our weird shapes, a lovely garden. So we have our hallway, our living room, study, kitchen, bathroom number 1, dining room, and then finally the kids' room downstairs, which also leads to upstairs with a little playhouse, our hallway of nightmares, a pretty little nursery, the main bedroom, bathroom number 2, bathroom number 3, and our teen room. And that's the Google house. And I guess that means we can go across the street to build our Pinterest house. So these are the Pinterest rooms. And I can already tell that this house is going to be a lot smaller and very eclectic because I can see a lot of different styles here. So let's go to Pinterest and just like with Google, look up the first result we get for house. All right, and this is the house we got. Definitely a very different style than one we got from Google. I'm just gonna start by placing the living room over here. The living room actually has a front door or a back door, so I might want to put that at the back actually. So then what are we putting in the front? See, it feels like the kitchen also has a back door. Also, this room has like a little arch that needs to be connected to something, connected to the dining room. That works in terms of layout. So then we have these rooms left, and we definitely need a second floor as well. It kind of makes sense as a shape. It's like a fun puzzle. All right, it took me like 3 years, but I figured out the shell, I think. So now I just have to figure out the style and the roof. That's always an issue. Now that I've done all the porches and pillars and roofs and everything, I'm already not noticing the amount of different windows we have anymore. Like, it kind of all makes sense to me. So basically, I'm gonna try to not remove any windows, but I will be adding windows. All right, I've added wallpaper and a few more windows, and this is the result. I mean, I think that's a pretty cool house. So now we need a lot of trees. This house would definitely look a lot better in a different world, so I might move it. Okay, that's better. All right, so I finished the landscaping, so that is it for the exterior of the house, at least the front. We still have a garden to decorate. So now I'm slightly terrified because we're gonna look up backyard, but this is such a particular style not everything's gonna match with this, but backyard it is. So the very first post is actually a before and after compilation of different backyards. I think that means we have to create them all. I think that's what it means. I'm pretty sure I'll be able to fit that all into a backyard. So that's what we're doing. So that means we have 5 seating areas to create in total. I see a dark wooden fence in multiple pictures, so we're doing that. I'm just gonna start in the left corner and see where we get. So this one has a higher wall at the back with a black backdrop, and then it's kind of like a covered seating area. Okay, the Sims is being slightly weird. It's not really letting me place any rugs right there. Will it let me place it in the other corner? Yes. Okay, we're moving. We have some hanging plants. Some potted plants as well. And then a little corner couch. And one of these chairs. All right, that's our first little area. Pretty cool. Moving on to kind of a hot tub situation, I think. So this one is kind of surrounded by rocks. And then there's also a little garden area. I think that's pretty cool. And then for our little garden. And maybe I can see a few lounge chairs. So we'll do 2 of those as well. Okay, that's a pretty cool hot tub area. So 3 more to go. One of them is in a corner, so that one has to be here. That's our only corner left. So for this one, there seems to be like a sandy bit, and then another couch, a fire pit, and then 2 chairs on the other side. All right, so that's our little fire corner. It's gonna be a busy backyard. So we have another little covered area like that. I think there's like picnic tables in the front here, and then another dining table back there. And then there's definitely just like tile everywhere and some pretty fancy couches. And there's also hanging lights right here, just like that. Adding to the ridiculous amount of seating areas we have, we kind of have to clear this corner at least a little bit now, because we need one more thing, which involves a little platform with a table and then a large grill area. And that's our final little area. So this is our backyard. It's a little bit crazy, not gonna lie. It looks a bit more like a showroom for a backyard. I think all the individual bits are nice. It's just all together a bit much. And that means we have 2 more hallways to furnish. So let's look up entryway first. Oh, that's cute. I honestly feel like this fits the home quite well. Like, this is pretty good. I think we could probably grab this floor just for a little bit of continuity. It's a pretty similar shade. We have green siding with a patterned wallpaper, kind of like this. Kind of very much like that. Do like the shelves and the paintings over here. There's some bottles on it, and we do have those candles. That looks cool. And then paintings with like a golden frame. Maybe something like this. And then we have an old accent table. Okay, there we go, the accent table. And then ceiling lights. These 2 maybe? Okay, that's a pretty cute hallway. Let's see if we have the same amount of luck with our upstairs hallway as well. Again, really not that bad. Kind of cute actually. Okay, so that's our upstairs hallway. We'll use the same floor as in there. Okay, so we'll put the rug over here. Okay, so maybe the shelves over here, and then here we'll have the little bench that we can see. All right, so we don't really have a bench exactly like that one, so I'm just gonna place this one. A little basket type thing. Then above here, there's like a little collection of round mirrors. Maybe something like this. Then over here, we'll do the shelves. Okay, that looks pretty cool. And then we have a giant wall mirror with another little painting. And that's our Pinterest upstairs hallway. All right, and that means our Pinterest house is also finished. So let me do a quick tour of the house. We have the hallway that you just saw, which leads into the main bedroom. Our living room, which has a little door outside. We have our downstairs bathroom and an arch into the kitchen with our dining room. And that's pretty much our ground floor, except we also have the garden. And then upstairs we have our bathroom, study, nursery, kids room, and a teen bedroom. So definitely let me know which house won in the comments. Did you like Pinterest more? Did you like Google more? Which one is better? And that is going to be all for this video. I hope you had fun watching. I definitely had fun building these houses. So make sure you subscribe if you want to see more videos like this in the future. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again very soon. Bye everyone!